Under the Radar.
You're listening to Money FM 89.3, and it's a special Singapore Fintech Festival episode of Under the Radar with me, Chua Tian Tian, where we bring you an inside look into the fintech space as well as the companies with key developments to watch. Now, you might have heard of Stormtroopers in the Star Wars franchise, but what about YouTrippers? Well, YouTrippers is actually a term used to describe globetrotters who use multi-currency mobile wallets and prepaid debit cards by fintech startup YouTrip. Well, launched in 2018, YouTrip is a regional financial technology startup that seeks to empower people with a smarter and more convenient way to pay in foreign currency through in-app exchange. Think of it as a money changer, but located within a mobile application. Now, besides providing individuals with a hassle-free way to pay in foreign currency through in-app exchanges, the firm also provides individual and SME clients with personal and corporate cards that they can use to spend in stores. Now, why am I bringing YouTrip up today? Now, we'll bring YouTrip up because the firm is seeing a number of exciting developments. One of them being the firm raising $50 million in its latest Series B funding round to invest in tech and innovation, and also to hire over 100 workers to launch in new markets across Southeast Asia. The question is, why is the firm expanding aggressively at this time? What kind of innovations can we expect on this front? Well, for more, let's speak to Arthur Mak, co-founder and chief product officer at YouTrip. Arthur, welcome.
Hello, Tian Tian. Great to be here today.
Likewise, and we've briefly talked about YouTrip as this regional fintech startup aims to empower people with a smarter, more convenient way to pay in Forex. Something like a money changer, but within your mobile app. So let's hear from you. How would you describe your value proposition and business model?
Absolutely. And thank you again for having me here. So YouTrip really is a product where we want everyone to feel like a local, no matter where they travel to spend spend as if you are locally located in Singapore. And the way we do so is to make sure we remove all FX fees. And the way we go about it is that we offer you a MasterCard, a physical card where you can transact all across the globe. And also it comes with a mobile application where you can control your card as well as doing all sorts of exchange before or after your trip. And also part of us is really about how to make this totally seamless. So unlike most of the multi-currency accounts out there, if you haven't exchanged your money before your trip and you transact using the YouTrip card, we will automatically exchange for you with the same best YouTrip rate at the point of transaction. So no matter how it is, you can enjoy this FX rate, which often beats the Google rate that you see on Google, like anytime you want. And this card works on over 150 currencies. It works in ATMs. You can do it for online shopping, gaming, paying for your tuitions. And also we do have a corporate offering. So we offer to corporates who can also enjoy this benefit.
Right, so I would assume that you have these economies of scale to convert currency at spot wholesale exchange rates, right? But a little bit on your business model, you guys do not charge any arbitrage fees in that sense, in terms of any markups. What is your business model then?
Absolutely, because that is very critical as we build a good financial product. It's a very sustainable type of business model. So we do earn commission from the merchants, and consumers do not need to pay for any of the fees. And we utilize digital innovations to ensure that we can pass all the savings to our customers. And also, if you notice inside the YouTrip app, there are also other services that we offer, such as travel insurance and other services where we enable users to enjoy both financial and non-financial services through our offerings. And that is also something that we have scaled over time, to go through the network.
Right, and I gather that YouTrip mainly targets individual customers and SME clients through your app and the issuance of corporate cards. But between B2C and B2B, which is the model that generates majority of profits? And also when we talk about B2B, who are your customers? I believe you partnered with Carousel.
Oh, thank you for asking this, And so YouTrip, started off a consumer offering, and it continued to be a strong pillar of our growth and profits. And going out, and by the same time, During the pandemic, we also developed a corporate solution because we noticed that businesses do have global ambitions and global needs. And we can offer the same type of ethos and value proposition to our corporate customers. And we have grown tremendously over the past year and a bit. We actually have 3,000 companies onboarded our platform, and it's poised to double that growth in the coming year. And also, in terms of the segments of customers we have, we really have all ranges, starting from the 1 to 10 people company all the way to listed companies. And we have been able to save up to tens of thousands of dollars for businesses, and also hundreds of hours in terms of reconciliation and also financial automation needs for our companies. And also, thanks to mention about the partnership with Carousel, we can't be more thrilled to have that partnership together, because between our companies, actually 1 in 3 Singaporeans are active monthly users between our platforms. And with Carousel's marketplace, together with YouTrip's financial solution, we're poised to enable significant cost savings through the digitalization of financial needs. And we're really excited about this partnership.
And that's for merchants on the platform, if I understand it correctly, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. It's for all the merchants in the platform, as well as being able to purchase the different goods and coins in the discounted fashion.
But when it comes to YouTrip, Arthur, I think one would really associate with players, you mentioned it yourself, like MasterCard. After all, the YouTrip card that we use to make our purchases is powered by MasterCard. So I do know on this front that YouTrip owns principal memberships and issuing licenses with MasterCard and Visa. How does it work here, and how do you manage relationships with such payment processing companies?
Absolutely. So we have developed a very successful partnership with MasterCard and Visa. In fact, YouTrip is the only fintech in the region where we have primary membership for both MasterCard and Visa across Southeast Asia. Part of that deep and meaningful partnership that we had, it's to enable our customers to reach out to more than 100 million merchant points. And we have been one of the fastest growing card program in that ecosystem. And being able to push through billions of dollars of transactions through the platform, where it provides a true win-win proposition between us and the MasterCard scheme.
But looking ahead, do you intend to move into QR payments soon, especially, I'm jumping the gun a little bit here, especially with you guys moving more into Southeast Asia. Is QR the way to go to make currency exchange more inclusive?
Absolutely. QR payment is really one of the payments of the future. And we are for sure in development, and also to become enabling more of the QR payment options. In fact, even today, when you top up the YouTrip app, you can use QR. We will generate a QR code for users to top up via PayNow. So definitely, we will continue to innovate towards the modes of payment options, including QR codes.
And let's zoom in on the company scale right now, Arthur. Take us through the scale of YouTrip's operations right now, particularly within Southeast Asia. What is the role of Singapore in the bigger scheme of things?
Well, Singapore is a really, really important part of our expansion. Singapore, despite the size of its physical size, it really played an outsized importance in the world of financial technology innovation. Well, to start with, Singapore outbound travel span is much larger than all the other Southeast Asian countries. And also, Singapore has a stellar reputation in financial regulation, with the Monetary Authority of Singapore setting the gold standard across the region about what kind of responsibility and what kind of controls and safeguard needs to be in place. And for us to expand beyond Singapore, it really provide us the backbone and credibility to really expand across the region. And also want to mention that we are a very proud Singaporean company. We are headquartered in Singapore, with majority of our staff being based in Singapore. And And this really promotes innovation and high standards of operation excellence that we will continue to grow as a regional, and we'll use Singapore as a regional hub for our expansion.
And speaking of expansion, I think the company is seeing a number of key developments of late, more notably including raising that $50 million and its latest Series B funding round, which is led by new investor and global VC firm Lightspeed. Now, back then, YouTrip said the new capital will be used to invest in more technologies to deepen product and innovation capability. Tell us more about that. What can we expect in terms of innovations?
Absolutely. So, first off, it is a real testament to the technology excellence, as well as our financial metric, as well as our ability to engage and adopt users to have a globally renowned VC firm like Lightspeed to invest in such a big sum in this relatively conservative environment. And in the coming year, we're going to invest heavily in technology to ensure the expansion of both financial and non-financial services. And currently, we already have services that targets around travel, online shopping, and also there will be a significant investment in terms of building more we can do for our corporate services. And in terms of being able to better service our customers, we'll definitely employ more of the artificial intelligence as well as useful technologies that can continue to increase our service level, making YouTrip continue to be an innovative and serves our customer needs in a better way. And of course, we will expand to more markets because we do want to be able to have more communities to enjoy the YouTrip benefit outside Singapore.
Since you talked about expanding to more markets, let's touch on that. I believe YouTrip said it wants to hire over 100 new talents as it launches in markets across Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, and Vietnam with the new funding. Now, question is, why are you guys expanding aggressively of late? Is this the golden age for e-wallets?
We are expanding, especially coming out of COVID. We have been extremely financial disciplined, as well as making sure that we can be operationally incredibly effective out of it. And during that, we also built up new businesses, including our corporate business segment. And now, with the return of travel, especially with our proven ability to innovate at scale, it's really the right time for us to expand our product offering to more markets. And currently, we're in Singapore and Thailand, where we have launched our YouTrip offering. In the past year, we have tripled our revenue as well as our user base. And we see the continued scaling to take place going forward.
Now, looking ahead, you expect that trajectory to perhaps continue as you expand into other markets. What opportunities do you see in the digital payment landscape in the region? And when it comes to go-to-market strategy, how will your strategy to go-to-market in these places differ from Singapore then?
Well, I think there are a few things that we will be very much focused upon in terms of being different and also being in Singapore. So first off, as we grow across the different markets, right, we always being able to partner with strong regional brands, such as when we launch in Singapore, we've been partnering with EasyLink, and also as we launch in Thailand with Kasikorn Bank, which is one of the largest banks in Thailand, because by partnership with some of these players, we are able to showcase our strong credibility in the market from get-go. And also another part is being hyper localization. That cuts across from the way that we accept payments from users to how we service our customers to the building unique features for those specific markets to ensure that everything that we offer is very relevant to the particular market.
And just to sidetrack a little, right, Arthur, one of the major themes for this year's Singapore Fintech Festival is called Applications of Artificial Intelligence. How far do you think AI will influence the way you take the company forward, especially generative AI, when it comes to your back-end operations or product pipeline into the future? How will that speed up financial inclusion?
Wow, that's a great question. In terms of technology future. Yeah, I honestly believe that AI is for every company out there. And every company should have an AI audit about every part of the process to their feature offering of what they can do. And that actually goes beyond just the regenerative AI, also about more traditional automation as well as machine learning solutions. And for sure, within YouTrip, we're also looking into how every part of all the way from customer service to content generation to the different functionalities and recommendations that we can come to offer. And this is also something that I strongly encourage all companies to consider, because AI have the power to not just unlock 10 times, but sometimes 100 times the efficiencies. And also, by that nature, we definitely will be investing very heavily in that trajectory.
Well, investing heavily in that trajectory. And before we let you go, this brings me to my last question. Arthur, what are some future plans for YouTrip for the rest of this year and into the next? What can we expect?
Absolutely. So I think putting customer at the forefront of our priority is still our focus of the business in the coming year, bringing out new services, complementing both the needs of our existing products and the new ones. But earlier this year, we did launch Apple Pay. And the good news is for our Android users, we'll be launching Google Pay very soon to spearhead for the digital payments. And also, we are going to be launching in Malaysia in 2024, like very soon, to expand our services to the regional partners. And also circling back to what the question asked earlier, is this a golden age for digital e-wallets, right? The way I would like to answer that questions as well is that I think e-wallets like YouTrip is really an enabler for the digital future, the digital payment future. And we really believe that the digital future needs to be seamless. Means that customers find very convenient, very transparent, and most importantly, having choices. And this trend is just going to keep continuing. And we are very proud, and also we'll work really hard to make sure to become one of the key actors in developing a great digital payment ecosystem in the future.
Thanks a lot, Arthur. That was Arthur Mak, co-founder and chief product officer at YouTrip. Thank you very much for joining us on Money FM 89.3.